everyone. My name is Jason. I am a channeler and I'm here for a daily dose of hope, day 223. So I've been coming on for almost 223 days to give a daily dose of hope. And a daily dose of hope is just that. It's something that I was guided to do back in February, to come on just to give some hope, to help you to get back into that middle path. As the world is getting crazier and the energies in our planet are increasing and they'll continue to increase. And as they do, things get wacky. Like our whole world, just everything seems kind of upside down. It doesn't quite make sense. And in addition to that, because the energy is increasing, people tend to be a little bit more, well, let's say that people don't really think as much as they used to. They go directly into their emotions because the energies are so strong. I'm often reminded of pre-911 days before the 2001, back in America, where everything seemed to be a bit freer. You were able to express your opinions. You could talk about politics without, without getting into an argument. People say, "Oh, okay, that's what you think. This is what I think. It's okay." That kind of thing. Whereas now it's very polarized and everyone's so super emotional about it. Whereas before it's just like, okay, it's fine. You be you, I'll be me. We'll do our stuff. That was the atmosphere before that, but that shifted in the time that I've been in Japan. So I came to Japan about 2 weeks before that happened, and so I just saw it from far away. But I noticed how like the whole feeling changed. It was like a new era almost. Um, and so now I feel like we're in the peak of that era. Like things are just really, really peaking right now. And the energy is so strong and the polarity is so strong. And, there's one side and the other. And if you're not from this side, you're again, all this kind of stuff. And it's just polarized. And so that's what's happening, and that's because of this energy that we're in. This is like end game material. This is the hardcore stuff that we have to figure out and deal with. And I wanted to talk though about today about. Oh, by the way, sorry. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining in. A daily dose of hope has three parts: a bit of a talk, a bit of a channeling, and a pocket of peace, which is a guided meditation. So first of all, I just want to talk about the energies today. Here in Japan, where I live, it's a kind of rainy, dreary day, but it started out as a nice and beautiful day. But then those funky clouds appeared out of nowhere, and something changed. But it's kind of a dreary day, and the energy seems quite heavy, and I'm not sure if it's just the rain or whatever is happening, but it's just this heavy energy here. And the other thing I wanted to talk about, because I was thinking about thought systems, right? So right around 2018, that's when I kind of, what's the word? Kind of 2017, 2018, when I started my eyes started to open and understand what's going on around me. I stopped living in a dream, I guess would be one way of saying it. But I was thinking about thought systems and how, like, for example, if you were to truly accept everything that's going on around at this moment, it wouldn't. So this thought system that this yin and yang, for example, exists. A lot of the thought system that I was brought up with is that it's all it's all good, it's all love, it's all wonderful. But there is that yin and yang symbol, and then if you ignore that in yourself and also in the world, then you're ignoring half of the experience. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of things that have been revealed in our world in the past few years, and they are very much more clear than they were, for example, back in 2001. In 2001, I started, after that big event happened, I started researching and reading the news, and that stuff was more open source. It was just right out there, and you could read it, and it was just, if you started paying attention, you really are. It's kind of shocking. It's like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Why would that? No, that doesn't make sense. And it was all right in front of you. Whereas, here, 2017 or so, it was still kind of open, and then all of a sudden everything shut down. Everything was shadow banned, and I mean, it was just crazy. And but the point I'm making is that so many things have come out, but I think so. At some point, some people don't want to accept all of those things and want to kind of close themselves off to that. And I was thinking about that. Well, why would someone want to do that? And I was thinking, because, right? So if you kind of accept that one idea, then your whole worldview falls apart, right? Everything that you've believed up to this point would have to change. And that's quite a lot. That's a lot to ask for someone. And so that's, I think, where what's happening is this. It's too overwhelming. And so you just kind of accept it in little bits and little parts as you go along, otherwise it's just too much to sorry, I'm getting some interference here. Otherwise it's too much to handle. Yeah, so, but I think what we've been presented with is a really, really interesting new kind of way of looking at the world, of understanding that up until this point, we just assumed that humans are, we just got good people, and that, everyone's good, and just some people, they just get a little, corrupt, and they just do bad things, and, it just happens. But we just haven't, except, it's very difficult to accept the fact that it's not that case. That's not the case. I mean, maybe that happens for some people, but this is a concerted effort throughout the world. This is, it's, well, yeah, I guess, I'm not trying to get I don't want to get too detailed about it, but it's a concerted effort. It's not like just a few people that are just kind of got really greedy. I mean, it goes a lot deeper than that. And that's the thing that's really difficult for many people to accept, is that it isn't, yeah. Anyway, so that's my thing. But it's just a thought system. But I think a lot of people are opening themselves up to that thought system, and it's a lot to take on. So anyway, that's my thing for today. What I want to say about that. And I'm going to go into channeling, and before I do, interesting thing recently, I do a like kind of a healing on the earth every morning. I call in all of my guides, and we work together to kind of send out healing energy to the earth. And today, the interesting thing that happened was, well, not today, but recently, is that the earth, before, the earth seemed kind of far away, but recently it's like right in front of me. It's like right here. It's like I have this huge screen in front of me, and the earth is just boom. And just thought that was very interesting. I'm going to go into a channeling, and I'm going to see what they have to say today, October 19th, 2024. All right? Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Greetings. We are Esmerelda, and we're here, and we're here, and we're here, and we're here to join in with all of you, out there in the world, in your world. And what is happening right now on your planet, as you might have surmised up until this point, is that the world is changing. Yes, it is transitioning, and you are transitioning as well. This is the transition. You are turning into a butterfly. From the cocoon, you are changing, and you are emerging. And when you start to emerge, before you emerge, this is the end game, you might say, before you a plant might reach above the ground. And this is the part right before that time where the plant has to push through the hard earth to get through. And that is what you are in at this moment. You are pushing through the hard earth at this moment. Up until this point, it has been, you are growing as a seed in a loving environment, in an environment under the ground. There isn't any wind, and the rain that comes, it is filtered through the minerals of the soil. But you are approaching a place where you will be exposed, and you are coming to the surface, and the surface is a completely different world, a world that you haven't experienced yet. And in order to get to that world, you have to push through the earth a bit. You have to push through, and it's not easy. And as a plant doesn't understand hard or easy. It just understands that this is what it has to do, and this is similar to all of you as well. This is just a necessary process that you are all going through. You're pushing through the earth, and you're about to appear, and you're about to find yourselves in a new world, a new place where everything is quite different, and you will be exposed to the elements, but at the same time you will gain the strength of the sun and the power of the sun. And so you are approaching a new strength, a new power, an ability to stand up, to stand upright on the soil, under the sun. And this is what you are approaching. And in that time, in this in-between time, it might seem difficult, but understand that the sun is out there waiting for you. That energy is out there waiting for you. Your superpowers are out there waiting for you. This time will not last forever. You might say, is just a blip of time on the time that has been on this planet, the way that you perceive time. It is such a short period of time for all of this change to happen. And we understand and we see how difficult it is for all of you. But understand that you are doing very, very well. And just keep going. You're doing beautifully. It's only a little bit more to go, and you'll break through to the surface. All right. So, yeah. Yeah, all right. So I'm not sure if I'm frozen or not, but I think it doesn't, I might be, I might not be. We'll see. So I'm going to go into a pocket of peace, and a pocket of peace is a guided meditation that was started by good old Sanat Kumara. And what we're going to do today is, I think I'm picking up on it today too, that we're going through some rough times. It's a rough patch at this moment, especially with, you know, this time of year, this October, and we're approaching, yeah, 31st, which is not, yeah, I used to like that holiday, but I've recently been finding that I'm not a big fan of it anymore. Not a big fan of all the energy that comes in around that time. But I do like the fall. I just don't like that day, that time period. But I'm going to go into that. I think a lot of people are struggling at the moment. I know I am. And I know the energy can be really intense, and it's hard to keep your hope up. It's hard to, and a lot of people are struggling not just with that, but also with physical difficulties, with emotional issues, with their huge life changes and devastation and all of these things that are happening around the world. And so this is just a pocket of peace to send love to all of you, to help you out, and to let us all kind of guide us all to that middle path. We need more pockets of peace throughout our world. And pockets of peace is, you can do these by yourself. You don't need me to do them. If ever you feel like things are kind of dark or heavy, you just do a pocket of peace. And it helps if you have people around to do it with you, but if you don't, you can just do it yourself. So here we go. I'd like you to imagine that you're in a place that makes you feel really relaxed, really comfortable. For me, it's by the beach, in this handcrafted wooden house with all of these wooden sculptures all over the place. And then wherever it is for you, maybe it's by the river or in the mountains, in a cabin, or in your house, in your favorite room, in your favorite chair, wherever it is, just be there. Take a few deep breaths. Good. All right. Now I'd like you to imagine that you are surrounded by the mist of unconditional love. This is unconditional love. It comes around and wraps you almost like a blanket, and you feel completely protected. You're protected in this love. And this is unconditional love, so it loves you exactly as you are, without condition. You don't have to be anyone, you don't have to have anything, buy anything, say anything, any of these things. You're loved exactly as you are. And this love is your birthright. This is the love that you were made of, and this is the love that you are. You were born here to make love, to create love, to be love. And this mist just reminds you, right, that's right, I'm love. I am pure, unconditional love. And in this love, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to regret. You are completely and utterly protected because you are in love. Love is the most powerful thing on this planet. Even though sometimes it doesn't seem that way. We're made to think that other things are more powerful, but no, it's not true. Love is the most powerful thing. And when you align with this love, you feel it. And this love is with you every single second of the day, in between the seconds. It's been with you before you were born. It'll be with you after you go. It's with you all the time. And this love wants to expand. And now it's lit up your heart. Your heart has remembered. That's right. I'm love. I'm unconditional love. And I'm so much more powerful than I thought I was. I'm sending this love out into the space that I'm in, into the windows, walls, ceilings, the beach, the ocean, the rivers, the seas, the skies, the fake clouds, the real clouds, those planes that are making those clouds. I'm sending this love out, and this love is sending out a new script. We're saying no more, no more. We want love now. We want only love stories now. We're sending out stories of love, 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 into all those places, into the rivers, into the oceans, into the highways, into the byways, into the food, into the farms, into the stores, into the beauty salons, and into every single beautiful person on this planet. We're sending the love out. And this love travels at the speed of love, which is the fastest speed available. And everyone's just starting to feel it. They're saying, I don't know what was going on before, but I feel this love. There's this mist. There's just this brief wind that came out of nowhere. And I feel good now. I feel like I can do this. I've got this thing. I can handle this thing. I thought this problem was so big, but I'm 1,000 times bigger than this problem, 1,000,000 times bigger than this problem. This problem doesn't even exist anymore. I'm so big. Look how big you are in your love, sending your love out. All pain, all sadness, all anger, all fear is gone. All that heavy energy is just light now. We've just flipped it up, flipped it around because our love is here. Yeah, and this love is strong, 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 strong. It's more powerful than anything, and it's going out into all the people that are suffering, all those people that are sad, all those people that have lost so much. You've just gained back your most prized possession, and that is the realization that you are love, and this love is capable of anything. It is capable of a miracle, and all you got to do is just listen to your heart as you start walking through that dark pathway, and you realize, I've got this. I've got this. I've got this figured out. I just need to follow the love. Follow the love. And look at that. A miracle just happened right before your eyes. Look at that. Look at that. Did you see that? Yes, that was a miracle. Yeah, and that was too. Look at that. It's filled. The world is filled with miracles now. Because you are miracle makers. Because you aligning with your heart are the most powerful things imaginable. And all shadows are gone, all sadness is gone, all fear and sadness is gone. And all those stories out there, all those stories that we're telling, stories of fear, stories of anger, stories of hate, are love stories now. Sorry, we don't want to hear those other stories anymore. Only love stories now, only love stories now. And our love is pervading all these stories. So every story we hear is a story of love. Every story on the whole planet is a story of love. You are love, you are love, you are love. And we all got this. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. You are healed. You are healed. All right, so that's Pocket of Peace for day 223. Sorry about that. I hope you guys are hopeful, and hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. If anyone is interested in joining tonight we have the live Q&A membership. So if you're interested in joining, the information's below. Yeah, so ciao for now. and hope you guys are all hopeful.